It gave the impression that we were drug dealers, that we were, you know what I mean, that we were gang members and stuff like that, which, you know what I mean, a lot of it wasn't a lie.
So what happened? You guys were at your kind of pinnacle around
Yes.
13 or 14. When things started to kind of fall apart, what was the spark of that?
I think like a rock star type of life, bro. Like you were saying, like people, you know what I mean? The drugs, the women, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem like that, but it really is. Like it's like a dark road. You went down that way, and like at the same time when we were managing, doing music sales and stuff like that too, we were still trying to stay in the streets and manage drug sales. You know what I mean? Like I'm an ex-drug dealer, so it would be no big deal to sell tickets along with other stuff. And you know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. Like I don't condone any of that anymore. But I don't lie about where I came from. Right. You know what I mean? I don't ever lie about where I came from. The indictment hit in 2014. Okay. And I was doing a COMCOR sentence at the time, but my little brother and everybody was still on the streets. My brother got named. The girl I was with at the time got named, and kidnapped got named.
Was that a result of an informant, or
it was a result of an informant, and they said that we were laundering money for a motorcycle gang and a known prison gang. You know what I mean? And so we won't say which ones. You know what I mean? Right. But they said that they were managing drug sales for them, and they said they were laundering it through Smooth Productions, which wasn't the case. Like, if so, we'd have some money. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have no money. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, we were like barely making it. People were still living paycheck to paycheck. I remember after a show, we had just done Baby Bash, and none of us had no money. Right. Barely broke even. No lie. Barely broke even. Had enough money to pay him over 6 racks. You know what I mean? It's like $6,500. You know what I mean? Not to be exact, but you know how it is running the show and having to get to hotels, everything like that. Barely breaking even, and my homies all coming to my house the next day, and I was like breaking out the weed man's money, giving everybody $20 because nobody had no money for cigarettes. Right. No, and like a couple of my homies were sleeping on my couch. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, do the dishes at least. You know what I mean? Like, like, come on. Like, here's $20. Go get you some cigarettes, and will you do the dishes? You know what I mean? Like, it was like really like we were living it, but a lot of it, like I said, like we were so happy to be in the limelight doing the music, getting all these followers and all this stuff that, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't take in the thing. And at the same time, we were managing our own demons, our own addictions. You know what I mean? Like, and I started getting back into meth real bad. I had been sober for a couple years, straight up sober. I was smoking a lot of weed and drinking, so I wasn't completely sober. But I started getting high on company time. I was high at shows. I did Amanda Perez. I'd been up for 4 days. No lie. I tried to sleep the night before. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm still winding down about 11 o'clock show. Yeah. I just stayed up. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was no lie, and I'm here to tell you that I don't condone any of it. Like, I've only been clean and sober 6 months right now, but I was clean and sober for 11 months before that. I mean, you fall, but don't forget to get back up. Yeah. You know, like, I'll never quit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I go to work every day. I do exactly what I have to. If I lose a job, I go get another job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, everywhere's hiring at this point. If you don't work, it's because you don't want to. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I feel anymore. I don't condone any of it because, like I said about, like, drugs and fake enlightenment, fake money and fast money, the reason why no drug dealer has any of it left at the end of it is because it's not real. It doesn't mean anything. It didn't come. It's not really, even if it's in your bank account, it's false. It's not there because you didn't earn it. You didn't earn it with your blood, sweat, and tears. You didn't earn it by the scum on your hand. I still got paint from my hand from earlier. You know what I mean? Like, working for a painter right now. Not making that much, but making enough to manage to get by, and I'm happy. You know what I mean? And that feels so much better than going and hustling out in the streets.
That dirty money.
That dirty money. Yeah. And you don't really realize it You know what I mean? And when you watch at the end of Scarface, he had everything, and he's there sitting alone. And all his homies come to kill him. You know what I mean? Because you want to watch your back forever, or you just want to worry about getting a text from your boss saying, hey, you need to be there at 7:30. Because we're going to be working up in Fruta, and it's going to be cold, so maybe we can't start till 9. That's way more better than, man, I think this dude's looking for you because so-and-so and so-and-so and what and what. You know what I mean? And that's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? I love the streets. The streets are what made me. You know what I mean? But I got love from over here. You guys stay over there.
Right. How did you get caught up in an indictment? Was it just
I never got caught. I never got caught in an indictment. My brother and them. I was locked up. The cops came to try to question me at Comcorp. Even put me on a 48-hour hold, like a Colorado Bureau of Investigation hold. You can't leave anywhere. You can't use the phone. You can't do anything for 48 hours because they thought that I had something to do with it. And I'm like, what do I have anything to do with it? I've been in prison. I've been locked up.
Was it a transaction that
it
somebody
was,
got handed up on?
It was a transaction, text messages that got hit down, and there was thousands of text messages back and forth, and that's what ended up happening, and that's where stuff kind of went downhill, and we kind of lost sight of the music and lost sight of that.
So was like the real blow to Smooth, and I don't want to talk too much about your brother because he's not here, but was it his when he went down? Did that kind of like deflate what was happening? Or?
Well, it kind of, think about it. It gave the impression that we were drug dealers, that we were, you know what I mean, that we were gang members and stuff like that. Which, you know what I mean, a lot of it wasn't a lie.